It's you and me, no place I'd rather be. Ding dong, hello, let's make this house a home.
Welcome to Spencer and Sarah's house.
Hello.
And happy New Year, almost, I think.
Yeah, when this comes out, will it be the new year?
It's coming out this Thursday, which I think is...
Yeah, that's the new year.
Yeah. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Woo-hoo.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I feel uncomfortable with the year being 2025. That just feels weird.
Yeah, I have a thing with odd numbered years, but something about fives is okay because it's kind of like right in the middle in terms
Sure.
of like
Okay.
tenure.
Yeah, I'll take that.
I don't know. I'm just like stressed because I feel like every time I open my news app, I'm just like, oh God, what are we going into? But I'm trying to stay positive.
Yeah.
How you doing, Sarah?
I'm good. My tummy hurts right now because I ate a pizza and some M&Ms and my stomach went no. But yeah, I'm good. I had a nice Christmas break. Spent it in Germany, which was good, and found a new book series that I'm obsessed with. So it's been a good, successful end of the year, I'd say.
Hell yeah. Where in Germany were you?
It was like near the border of Luxembourg. It's like a tiny town.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was nice to see like elevation in the land because the UK is so flat. At least like yeah, like where I'm at, it's very flat. So just like to see hills and like mountains, I was like, wow, I forgot these existed. But yeah,
awesome.
it was good. Really good food. We went to some Christmas markets. Yeah, it was just really nice and chill.
Hell yeah. Very nice.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm okay. Yeah, I had a really good Christmas break. I have had some hilarious FaceTimes with my niece and nephew. They're so funny. And yeah, I had good Christmas. I feel really good. I feel like actually excited for this year.
Yeah, me too.
Surprisingly. And I have also started a book series that I am becoming obsessed with. I'm not that far into it, but I'm excited nonetheless. It's kind of like a new, it's still like fantasy, but it's like science fiction. I don't know. Would you call it
Okay.
that? It takes place on like another planet. So like to me,
Oh.
there's like a science element immediately because like,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's cool. So I'm excited.
Nice. Yeah, you have to tell me how it is because I hear so much about those books, but I don't know if I'll like them or not.
Yeah, so for our listeners, everyone's talking about Brandon Sanderson, and my brother loves him, and so I was like, I hear everyone talking about his books. Like, where do I start though? It's such a huge book universe he's created. So my brother made an Excel spreadsheet about like his rankings, which one to read, and how it fits in, and like timelines and shit. And so I was like, okay, got it. So I'm starting with the Mistborn trilogy. So I'm on the very first book, Mistborn. Yeah, and yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I'm not really that far into it, but like the writing is like, I don't know, it's like descriptive without beating you over the head with it, and it's very like it like reminds me of like classics that we had to read in school, like the way it's written. I don't know. It's hard to describe, but I'm enjoying it.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to tell them about the book series you're reading?
Yeah, I'm reading The Spark of the Everflame, which is the title of the first book. It's like I think it's like The Kindred's Curse or something is like the series name, but it's a four book series. So good. I'm obsessed with it. I'm like starting to become more obsessed with it than ACOTAR, I think. Where it's like it's just a like the writing is so like active, like things are constantly like you move from the next action point to the next in such a nice and smooth way, and like things are revealed through dialogue, and like descriptions are like there but not overbearing. Like you don't have pages and pages of descriptions of something. It's just like you can like picture it in your own world while the action is happening. So like so much has happened. I'm only on the second book. I've read the first one in like 3 sittings. I'm like just obsessed. It's so good. And like there's like a slow burn romance. There's a lot of like politics and like self exploration. Like the first book really delves into like female rage, I guess, and like just like feeling angry, which I thought was really cool. So yeah, really enjoying it so far.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I totally forgot about this gift I got. Oh, let me see if I can grab it. Hold on. You would think it's so cool.
Yay.
Hold on.
Perfect. While she's gone, I'm just going to show a little gift I got in Germany. It's a cute little light. It doesn't look as good in the camera. But it's like a little forest with a bear. Yeah, you can't really see the light, but there's a light you can put on that makes it glow, which you can't see, but that's okay. Hey.
Forest. Okay. It's so cute, by the way. I want to preface this by saying I've seen these and used to be so staunchly against them. Like, why would you ever do this to a book? And now I get it. My sister got me an embosser.
Oh, yeah.
And she was able to make me a custom label.
Aw.
You can see it. It says from the library Spencer Brady, and the logo is little strawberries.
I love that. That's so
brought
cute.
Everything.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. I used to be like, why would you do that? Like, it's, you already owned them. And then I got it and I was like, wait, this is the coolest fucking thing I've ever had. And I've literally embossed like 1 million books now.
Hell yeah. I saw a TikTok of someone that has like a book scanner, like a scanning thingy, and so he just like scans all the books that he owns and he keeps it in his own database so he knows what he has, which I think is great.
Yeah, I would love to do that too. I want to make it was like I was texting her, I was like, I want to open like a books like Strawberry Field Book Company or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Now I'm into it.
Perfect. You can publish my book.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I totally could. Yeah, I'll be your distributor.
Yes.
Give me a manuscript. I love that idea. Yeah, how's that coming?
Where am I at? I've taken some time off, but it's been going well. Right now I've been doing a lot of, so I've decided I'm like building. I've got so much information like scattered about in different areas. So right now I'm like, I really wish I had an encyclopedia of all the things that I have written down and like solidified. So I'm like building that, and I use Notion for it. And so it's been like, I've been doing the character creation, and then recently I've been getting into just like the timeline history of everything and being like, okay, what happened at this time period and what were like the rules? What were the people like? What were the rules of magic and all that? And like, how do we progress through each timeline? So kind of doing that, which has been kind of revealing the different realms that I have that exist and kind of figuring out their rules and their lifestyles. So there's a lot, but it's been very fun.
Wow, it's so exciting.
Yeah.
I can't wait to read it.
I can't wait to start writing it.
Oh god, I love that.
Yeah, it's very fun though. Having a great time.
Good. Very good.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about today?
Well, today in 2025, we are going to share our goals for the new year and just talk about, I guess, goals in general and whatever we want to talk about. But that's the theme.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do you do a lot of resolutions for New Year's? No. Great. Take it away.
I never set goals. No. No. I feel like that puts way too much pressure on me for the start of the year. I normally just want to go into it and see how the year goes. But this year, like, I don't know. So like I joined an acting class this year, and I've been like trying to get my grind back on for acting, and it just like didn't really happen this year. So but like joining the class and like, thinking like feeling like I'm working on my craft again and figuring it out has like really motivated me near the end of this year. And I feel like I'm now surrounded by so many people out here who are like working so hard towards their goals and like are passionate about what they're doing. So it's been really inspiring to me. And I feel like I'm ready to like get back on the horse and just like grind. So my goal this year is I have two in relation to acting. I'd really like to get an agent somehow, some way. I don't know how. Maybe my more realistic goal is like figure out what I would do to be able to do that. But it's like that's a goal of mine. And then the other one is to just like I want to have a better schedule in terms of auditioning and submitting. I feel like I'm just like kind of like, oh yeah, this looks good, and then I like never do it because I just like chicken out, and like I'm there's no chickening out this year. It's just full nose to the grindstone. So yeah, my goal is to just like get back on that horse big time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and I'm excited about it. Like this class is like really, it's funny. Like I sit there and like she just blows my mind every week. Like I'm always like, oh my God, like I've been thinking about this like so the wrong way, and it's really just brought me back to it. I'm so loving it now. So, or well, not that I ever stopped loving it, but like I'm really like in my love for acting again. So I want to keep that energy going into the new year and throughout it.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's great.
Thanks. Yeah. What about you? Do you normally set goals or resolutions? You do. Your resolution
I do. I am not like in an intense way, but I think there was one year when I was younger, where like I made like very like physical goals in the sense of like my goal was to like floss my teeth every single day for the year. Mm-hmm. And I did it, and I went, oh, like I kind of like saw the benefits of like setting a goal like that, I guess. Mm-hmm. So like last year I set I've kind of developed this like practice of each year. I pick like 4 things that like I want to do within the year. So like this past year was like travel. I challenged myself to like do nothing in the sense of like going to work, going to the gym, eating dinner, and letting that be enough and not calling that a successful day. So anything else I did outside of that is a bonus. It's not like a pressure of like I need to get this done for some reason. And then my other goal was to get remote work and to build up a savings. And like I somehow like did all those things where like next year I'll be able to work remotely. And I'm like, somehow I got all those things done. So like I think this year my goals are I want to attend more concerts just because I miss going to live things. So my goal is to go to 3 concerts in the year. I want to do more performance stuff. So my goal is to do 4 performative things in the year, whether that's like going to an open mic night or like working on my show and actually putting that on its feet, whatever that looks like. I want to get back into Spanish and like kind of boost up my skills because I studied that for 8 years. So I'm like, I'd rather not lose that. And like, I want to be able to like confidently speak it so that if I travel to Spain, I can like just go and be like, hey, what's up? And then my other goal is just to explore more hobbies, I guess, and like kind of like take on this like childlike play, I guess, with the things that I do. So like I want to try baking and sewing and like just a million different things just to like play around with hobbies.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, firstly, congratulations on accomplishing the goals you set for this year. That's awesome. Hell yeah. And I'm right there with you with hobbies for sure. I feel like I tend to rot a lot. One of my big goals for this year is to get like a big whiteboard because I want to like write out literally like every day and like have like small things like the flossing thing was like making me think of like small things like I want to have like a nice cleaning schedule for my room and stuff, and you know, purge myself every couple months because I feel like I hang on to so many things. And like another big goal I have this year is to set up like my desk like for real. Like I want to find like a desk I really like. I want to find a chair I really like and like create a workspace. So I'm not just like coming in from my day job and then just like rotting away, like tired. Mm-hmm. Like I want to, because I used to embroider and like was learning how to do that, and it was so fun. And I just feel like if I created a spot where like I'd sit and like do my art projects and read my books and stuff, like separate from just coming in here and like falling into bed and being like, okay, I'm gonna lay here until 8 p.m. and then I'm gonna get up and take a shower and then go back to bed. Like I need to like have a better routine for sure. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Huge goal for me next year. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. I think I'm carrying when you said what did you say? About fear, like fighting your fears and going like when you were saying talking about your acting and like
too scared to do it. Yeah,
I think that's something I'm trying to take into the new year as well, because I think there's so many, like there's just things that you have to just do in order to progress. And I feel like this year has been like a sitting back and like kind of feeling that fear a lot more, and I want to just be like, it's okay to feel that fear, but let's just also do it.
Yeah, it's funny, like, so I know you're waiting for All Shrinking to be out, which it is, by the way, so you need to watch this next season because it was so good. But there's an episode where they talk about like, and I feel like this is a famous quote, but I don't know why, like the way they did it in Shrinking, I was just like, yeah, where it was like, you know, being courageous and like doing something you're afraid of, like the courageousness comes in the fact that you're doing it even though you are afraid. You know, you're not gonna have the absence of fear really ever. And like that's something I feel like I've been like focusing on a lot this year. It's like I'm scared to do this, but like I know if I just do it, it's gonna be okay. So like let's just do the thing. And I really have tried really hard this year to let go of the idea that I'm ever not gonna be afraid to do something. Like that's just gonna be inevitable. And like fuck it, you know.
Yeah. Okay, so as you were saying all of that, was there music playing somewhere around you?
My phone was ringing.
Maybe like was there vibrations or something?
Yeah.
There was like this like really cool like do 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 like in the background of what you were saying, and I was like, I'm so hyped up right now.
The universe is like, I'm gonna give you a personal soundtrack, girl, like for real. It is funny. I was just talking to my sister about something, and I was like, it is so crazy to me how, like, I'm always like, come on, universe, like, help me out here in the moment. And then when I reflect on things after the fact, I'm like, oh my God, it really did just set me up for this perfectly. Like, the universe really is like, don't worry, girl, I got you. You just don't know it yet.
Absolutely.
Constantly.
Yes.
I don't know why I question her anymore.
So true.
For real.
Yeah. But yeah, there was a book I read, I think during COVID, that was called Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway, which is a great title. I wish I remembered the book and the contents of it. I think it was good, and I was inspired during the time. But if anyone is looking for a book about this, it is a good book. It's pretty short. But yeah, I think I'm interested in like not letting that fear be like you sit back, not do anything about it. It's just like you can take action still. Yeah.
I think we've touched on this too before, of like just the fear of being successful, I guess. Like I'm often worried, like I feel like I flip both ways. Sometimes I'm worried, like, what if I try this and I fail spectacularly and I'm just like crushed? Like, what am I gonna do? And then there's another part of me that's like, well, what if I do this and it's great and I'm doing really well, and suddenly all this pressure is on me to keep up this rate of success, and then it's like I lose the love for it. Like I'm so worried. And maybe this is like so stupid to think, but lately I've just been like, but like it's my life. Like how I feel about it is on me, and like that's it. And if I don't want to hate it, I just won't.
Yes.
I feel like that's like so oversimplifying it, but like I don't know how else to explain it other than to be like, if I'm not liking something, I can change it. Like I don't have to do things I don't like to do. And like if I'm loving something, it's okay to love it and like do it. And I also feel this year I've been working a lot on having confidence in my own opinion on things too. I feel in the past I've often sugarcoated how I felt or just full out lied because I didn't want to upset anybody. And now I'm just like, you know, this is how I feel about this thing, or how you treated me, or about what you said, and I'm not afraid to tell you about it anymore. And sometimes I still feel like am I right to have this opinion? Am I smart enough to be thinking this way? Like, is my opinion valid? I don't know. And now lately I'm like, I just need to trust in what I'm thinking and feeling, and like, because it's mine. And like,
Yeah.
I don't know what anyone else is doing.
Yeah. So true.
Not in your head.
Yeah.
Can't all be like Rhysand, High Lord of the Night Court.
Yeah.
I would kind of hate to have that power though.
It's a lot of responsibility.
I don't want to go in anyone's brain.
Yeah.
Mine's wild enough. I don't have the capacity to deal with anyone else. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with anyone else. So like, I just need to do me.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, and I guess I just have like random little goals too. Like there's certain money goals I want to hit this year, and like I feel like I want to be taking better care of myself. Like I had a doctor's appointment recently, and we were talking about like, just my bodily statistics that I don't really want to get into, but I was just like, I feel like I'm not doing badly, but I just feel like I could be taking a little more nurturing approaches to myself. So I'm really hoping to get back into yoga more this year. Yeah, and just like eating better. Like I don't know, like it's just so hard because I like love so many foods that are probably so bad for me, but I don't know. Yeah, because I hate cooking. I hate it. So I like eat out a lot, and that's kind of a goal of mine this year. Like my boyfriend cooks for me a lot. Like he makes all the food, and I like sometimes feel really like bad about it. He's like, so like, I don't mind. Like I love doing it. And I'm like, I need to contribute something. And like, what if you're on a trip or something? How am I gonna eat? Like I need to be able to like make food for myself.
True. I feel like my part, like Robin cooks for me a lot as well, and I just love it.
I love it
It's
too.
so helpful. It's so helpful.
I'll admit, like I feel fucking spoiled, and I love it. I love being spoiled by it. It's great. Like, love to have him cooking for me. And he makes such good food. So I'm like, of course, it makes total sense that you were the one making the food. But I also am like, I've got to have like some basic easy staples that I can make. I need, I just feel like that's fair.
Definitely.
Oh, that's another goal, is to not be so afraid of cooking, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. I mean, yeah, I think it'd be fun to even try to incorporate this into maybe our podcast as well, of like, I don't know what that would look like, but we can cooking corner. Yeah. Cooking corner, kitchen corner. We can cook something we can find a recipe and try to cook it together.
That'd be so funny. Oh my god.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Or trying out new hobbies. Yeah.
Yeah, I like our craft corners. Like maybe we can use them to like try new things. And, like see what we like, what we're good at. I really want to get into crochet, but I feel like I need to do that in a group setting, because on my own, I like read instructions, I watch videos, and I'm like, this makes no fucking sense to me. Like I need another human being to be right here and telling me what I'm doing wrong. Like,
that's fair. Yeah. I feel like also crochet is something that like you have to approach it multiple times, and then at some point it will stick. Like that's something where it's like I didn't get it off right off the bat. Like it took me a really long time to finally understand what I was doing and be like, oh, I now know how to do this.
Yeah, that's another personal goal of mine this year. Is I am very much of the mindset where if I'm not good at it right out the box, I want to give it up immediately. Like I just want to be good at things right away and like get it and be able to do it. And that's just not always the case for me. Like some things I pick up, some things I cannot. And I really need to let go of that idea of like, I can't do this the first time, therefore I should never do it again. Like it's just silly. So
Hell yeah. Spencer and Sarah's House can be listened to on all podcast streaming platforms as well as watched on YouTube. You can find Spencer and Sarah on Instagram and TikTok at @SassHousePod,
SAS House Pod. For bonus content like our Book Corner episodes, you can join our Patreon at patreon.com/sasshousepod. Thanks for listening and supporting us. Now back to the episode.
I'm excited. I feel like we have both made leaps and bounds this whole year, and I'm excited for what the rest of the year has to bring, or for the new year to bring us.
Yeah, me too. I'm really happy with how this year ended. This year started really rough, in my opinion. Like, I feel like I had a lot of things happen at the beginning of this year that were, like, really difficult for me. And it, like, I don't feel like I got the hang of this year until, like, July. So, yeah, I'm really proud of my personal progress. So I just want to keep that going as much as I can.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like I started off 2024 really cocky. I was like, yep, I got it. I'm set for life. And then really dipped during the summer and fall. And like now, like in the past like 2-3 months, I'm like, okay. I'm like, I have a grip on this now. That's fine.
Yeah. It's as scary as things are over here in America. I'm trying to just maintain a positive attitude and just want to be more involved in life now, I guess. Like, I talk to my therapist a lot about how I feel like a lot of times I feel like I'm in the back seat, you know, like it's hard to be present all the time. But the last like few months, I think that's why it's been so hard the last few months, is like because I'm fighting so hard to be like present in my daily life all the time. And suddenly I'm like, why is like life is so heavy right now? And it's like, because I'm actually like trying to experience it. So I really want to keep that going. I'm really enjoying reality lately. So
hell yeah.
I'd like to maintain that thought and feeling.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I also really want to listen to new music this coming year. I feel like I'm getting in a lot of ruts. I saw someone who was like listening to a new album every week. I was like, I don't think I could commit to that. I could maybe do like 2 albums a month.
Yeah.
Potentially. So I'm going to try and do a musical like that, I think.
Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah. Well, it's like, I like the artists I like, but then it's like, it gets stale after a while, and I don't really seek new things out, really. I just kind of like, oh, it's a new Tiny Desk, and maybe I'll like this person and go from there. But I feel like I need to be more like active in my music pursuits.
True. Yeah, and I feel like I want to find smaller artists just so that I can like go to their concerts before they like blow up, you know? Like I'm like just really like, 'cause I feel like everyone I want to see right now is just like doing world tours, and their tickets are so expensive and it's like hard to get tickets, and I'm like, I just want to find like someone who's really, really good but like not as well known yet, so that I can just enjoy their space.
Yeah. And I just find like, I don't know, I find myself getting impatient sometimes with like wanting new music from the people I listen to all the time, but I'm like, that is an unrealistic expectation. Like, if I want to listen to new music, it's literally everywhere around me. There's so many people I have not listened to, so it's like I just need to be better about it. Yeah, like expand my music library.
That's true. And I'm grateful for like TikTok was really good at like introducing new artists. But sometimes I get annoyed because I find someone that's really good and then I try to find them on Spotify and it's like their music hasn't even come out yet, or like they only have one song, and I'm like, please. Please give me new content. Give me more. I don't want to see you until you have an album. Just kidding.
What are you doing here? Should you be in the studio?
Yeah. Less TikToks, more recording, please.
Cater to me.
Please. I need this. My mental state depends on this.
You don't know how much I need this, okay? Oh, God. In the music vein, too, I would really like to finish a song this year. I feel like we each wrote a lot independently and also together, and it would be really nice to have like one song done. I feel like once a month I come up with something new, and then it just sits in my notes, and I'm like, I need to just do this.
Absolutely. I agree. That's something I wanted to work on this year too, because I feel like I have like a album, like a concept album that I would really love to just do. And I'm like, I just need to do it.
It's just becoming a necessity now. I'm like, I need this out of me right now. Like, it can't sit in my brain anymore.
Yeah. I think something that, like, there's been like two thoughts in my mind recently of like, one, trying to work against capitalism in a way, because I feel like there's so much pressure to like, there's like certain steps that you have to follow to achieve something. And I'm like, I really want to fight against that. And also seeing Doechii and like all of the stuff that she makes, I'm like, it's so good. And because she's doing her own thing, like what she did on Tiny Desk, and then I think I first came across her on her late night show performance. And then she just released like this trailer. I have no idea what it is, but it's like some trailer with all these different artists. And I'm like, I don't know what this is. This is something I have not seen before, at least to my knowledge, as just a single white person. I've never seen whatever this is happening. I'm here for it. And I'm like, it's just like, it looks new and different. Like, that's what I want to like see. And like, I'm hoping that, I think like sometimes I sit on like my ideas because I'm like, I want it to be not following a path. Like, I want to find that idea that's like different, even though those will be the scarier things.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Yeah, it's so inspiring to see artists working outside the norm. I was just talking with someone about this, where it's like, I feel like, I don't know, I'm literally know next to nothing about the music industry, but like, I see so many like smaller artists posting about how like brands won't even sign them, or labels won't even sign them unless they have like a certain amount of like social media followers. Like, it's all about like how much your imprint already is. And I think that's so stupid. So like, I love when like these big artists are doing things like just like on their own independently, or like they're not afraid to just like create shit, and they're convincing people like, let me do this, it's gonna be fucking cool. And like, then it pretty much always is. Like, yeah, I'm really impressed. Yeah, that Tiny Desk ruined my life. Yeah, I got introduced to her. I think this first song I ever heard of her was like Yucky Blucky Fruitcake, and I was like, what is going on? Like, I love this, like, almost like it's like a theater interactive performance. Yeah. She's so just like, here's my brain, come on in. I'm like, yes, I live for this.
That's great.
I'm so impressed with her. Yeah. Did I tell you I have a friend who plays guitar, and I worked it out where he's going to teach me next year, because I used to take lessons a long time ago, but I remember shit all, and I don't know anything about music theory. So yeah, we've like decided he's going to like help teach me my guitar again.
Hell yeah. Yay.
So, yeah, I'm like, I love the uke, but sometimes like that is just not the sound. I need something.
Yeah.
Sure.
Definitely.
Darker.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, what else? What other goals do we have? What do you think? Do we have any podcast goals?
Ooh, podcast goals. That's great. I think like for me, my goal is to just continue remaining like consistent in what we do. And maybe like, I don't know, like I think I want to get like a camera this year too, just to like level up the quality.
Yeah, I think it'd be nice if we made strides towards like quality. Yeah, and like I'm really enjoying like what we're doing reel wise and like editing wise. So I want us to just keep going with that vein. I'm having so much fun with it. I'm glad we're doing it. So
me too. Yeah, and I think like it feels so like we're so consistent, but it also feels so like stress free in the sense of like there's no pressure. Like, we're just doing this to have fun. Like, I like that we came in with the concept of like we're just hanging out and people can join us if they want to, which is really nice.
Yeah, and I just find us so funny. Like when I edit the book corner episodes, I just like will edit a bit and then I'll really rewatch it a bunch because I'm like, we're just so hilarious to me. Like, I just like we have such a good time together, and I just love that it's like still a good, fun, easy thing. Because sometimes I feel bad about like when I'm not meeting deadlines as I'd like to be, and you're always so kind about it. And sometimes I forget like this is just supposed to be like a fun thing. Like sometimes I feel like I take it too seriously. So it's nice that it's just yeah,
it's great. Yeah. I also think like I feel like podcasts don't like gain like recognition until they're like 100, 200 episodes in. So I'm also like, we're making our path, making our way, having fun.
No,
That's all that matters.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nice. Do you have any travel goals for this year?
Travel goals. I feel like I had a lot of like set plans for what I was going to do to travel, but it feels like all of them are like gone now, so I'm not sure. I would like to travel. I would like to have the money to travel. I think that's my goal, is to have the money to travel.
Yeah, I have the same goal. I would like to have money to travel. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to do more fun things. I'm trying to get involved in my community.
Yes.
Be out and about. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going back to Illinois for a lot of stuff this year. It's the baby's first birthday next year, and my little brother's getting married next year. So I just
Wow.
I know. So
Hell
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah, it's so exciting.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I've got a friend's wedding next year as well, and I'm like, okay, I'd love to go because that's like my first like wedding of like a friend of mine. So I'm like, I'd love to go. I just got to make sure I can afford it.
See,
So we'll see. Yeah.
where I'm at too. Yeah, I'm like.
Yeah.
So.
Mhm.
But that's another reason where I'm like, I gotta get on the acting grind. Like, even if it's like $100 here or there, it's still an extra chunk of change in my pocket.
So true.
$100.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's nice. I also want to see more live theater. I just recently went. My boyfriend and I went to Once Upon a Mattress here with Sutton Foster, which was just incredible, as I knew it would be. She's amazing and everything. And I was like, man, I miss this. Like, I miss like going to live performances and like watching like, you know, people be making like I'm like literally tripping over my words because I'm so excited. Like watching people making their acting decisions in front of me, you know, like I miss seeing theater and like all the fun little practical effects they did and stuff. I'm like, God, I just like miss this. Like I want to get out and see that more. And like my first year here, I went and saw a lot of stand up and improv too.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to go do that again because like I just appreciate people who put themselves out there like that. Like it's so cool to me, and like how funny people are and clever they are. Because I don't find myself to be like a funny person that way. So I'm like, I need some inspo. I gotta go see more shows.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I had a goal. It wasn't really a goal, but like I kind of made like this tracker to like see like theater or like a live thing once a month. And so then I would just like kind of like keep track of what I've seen every month, and that really helped me like see more because I'm like, it's so easy to stay home.
Yeah.
And I did that this year, which was really nice. Yeah, I haven't decided if I'll try to do it next year, but I don't think I'll do it as actively, but we'll see.
Yeah. In that vein too, I'm trying to catch up. I have the hiccups. Oh God.
They're not real.
They are though.
They're not. They're not real. Try it.
I don't understand this way of thing. I'm mad because they're gone actually now. Get out of here. Ridiculous. I refuse to gaslight myself anymore, even if it's just about hiccups. I'm not doing it.
So sorry.
You should be. I just talked about all the progress I made. Kidding.
What if you thought of your hiccups as a separate entity and you're just like, no. Like, yeah.
That's terrifying. Oh. It was weird too because it was like it wasn't the type of hiccup where you're like, you know, it was just like it's almost like when you're like burping but not making a noise. Like that's how it was in my throat. I was like, oh my God, has this ever happened to you? I drank quick sidebar. I drank like 2 full glasses of orange juice last night. I don't know why. I was just like, I'm really craving it. But there's something about like orange juice that, like makes my throat feel like slick, and suddenly I'm like,
Yeah.
it's the walls are sticking together. Like I can't breathe. Do you ever feel?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Is it around you?
Yep.
Yeah, I was like laying there last night, like. I don't know what we were talking about now.
Oh, I feel like you're about to say something profound.
I don't know.
Live theater, seeing shows once a month. Shit.
Who knows? I have another quick sidebar too while we're here. We just saw Nosferatu. Have you seen the trailers for that?
No, but I want to see it.
Okay. I can't wait for you to see it so we can talk about it.
I'm excited. I'm excited because Robin really wants to see it because they're like, oh, it's like the old film, and like I'm just excited to see it. It's horror, and I was like, I just want to see a sexy vampire film because that's what I think it is, and so we'll see.
Ooh, yeah. I'm not gonna say a word then.
Well, I'll report back once I've seen it.
Yeah, you need to see it like soon. Like soon.
Great.
Man, I can't wait. Now knowing what you both think of this, I can't wait to hear what you have to say about it.
I'm so excited. Have you seen like the original one?
No.
Okay, yeah, neither have I.
Yeah, I wonder if that would have changed anything for me. Yeah, no, I can't wait.
Oh, I'm so excited. Yeah.
That'll be good. Oh, that's making me think now what I was gonna say.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, another goal for me this year is like I feel like I get so into comfort shows and movies, and there's so many movies I have not seen that like there's just no excuse. Like there's no reason for me not to have seen this movie now. So there's like a bunch of movies I want to get through this year, and then I'm trying to get caught up on a lot of shows. So like I'm just now watching Abbott Elementary, which I'm loving. I just finished The Penguin. I finished Shrinking. I'm gotta catch up on Bad Sisters. Like there's like I'm really trying because I get such in a rut of like Gilmore Girls and then start it over again, and then Friends and then start it over again, and like
Yeah.
I need to expand my horizons.
Hell yeah. Yeah. I think one of my goals this past year, because I keep track of the shows and the films that I watch every year. And so in 2023, I like looked back and I was like, I watched a lot of TV, but I hadn't like seen a lot of movies at all. And I was like, I watched like 5 movies in the year, and I was like, that's really sad. So I was like, I need to watch more films. So then this year I've been watching a lot more films and movies, which is nice. And then a few TV shows.
Yeah. I feel like I struggle sometimes because I'm like, fuck capitalism. But like I really like going to the movie theaters, like watching movies, and like I like want to do it more. And like, God, the popcorn's just so good. Like I'm just like I need to find like a balance, I guess.
Yeah, I always try to figure. I'm like, is this a film I want to see in theaters or just watch when it comes out like a month later on a streaming service?
Yeah. Nosferatu was fun to see in a theater with a lot of people. It was like packed. And I was like,
wow.
It actually elevated the experience.
Hell yeah.
I can't wait for you to see it. I have so many things I want to talk about with it.
Oh, I can't wait.
Also, I can't wait for the Twilight animated series. It needs to happen next year, or I'm going to be very
so excited. Yeah.
So ready.
So good. Oh.
I just like I can't get over it. It's such a weird universe. So many strange things happen in it.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it. It just has like an anchor in my soul. Like that shaped who I am today, and I'm so proud of it.
100%. 100%. I laugh at myself looking back being like, I'm Team Edward. I'm like, no, she's not. She's not. She's Team Jacob. She just won't know for another 5 years.
It's crazy. I also love growing up and just being like, I love Billy. Like he's the man. Like he's my favorite.
Billy Burke, yeah. What a guy. For real. He's the real hero.
He is.
He's such a
Yeah.
girl dad and a feminist. We love him for it.
Yeah.
God. Oh, there was something else I wanted to ask you if you'd. Oh, have you watched Arcane?
Yes.
Did you finish season 2?
Yes.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
we'll need to dedicate an entire episode talking about it because when my boyfriend watched it before me, and he watched the last like 3 episodes with me for the first time, and it was like 10 o'clock at night, and I basically made him sit there with me for an hour and a half while I was just like quiet for several minutes, and I'd be like, okay, but why this? And then quiet for a little longer, and then be like, I can't believe this happened. Like it took me so long to process what had happened. I was so like, ugh.
Yeah. That was wild. I was just like,
Good.
yeah.
It was so good. And then did you know they have like a making of the first season?
Oh no.
It's like the YouTube thing. It's like 5 or 6 episodes. Brew and I watched it. And it's so cool. Like they just talk about like how the idea got started, how it came to be, and they have a whole episode about the music, and it's really awesome
Cool.
to watch. Yeah. I think it's called like Bridging the Rift or something like that.
Okay. Because I watched they had like a few YouTube videos with like some of the actors talking to the creators about it.
Oh, no,
That's
this
all I
is
watched.
different. It's the showrunners. Like they're interviewing the showrunners about it and like the founders of Riot and like the
Oh, cool.
animation studio. Yeah, it's cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love art.
Me too. And I love when people fight for their art. That's what I liked so much about this Arcane documentary. Is like this guy was just like started at Riot as like one of the dudes who like answers support tickets on why your game isn't working. And then he was like, we need to make a show. Like we need to make this show, and just like fought for it. And then now we have like watching it, the amount of times so many people were like, this cannot happen. There's no way this is happening. And I'm like, could you imagine if they had given up and we didn't have like this masterpiece? Like it's awesome. Like
Yeah.
so good.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, well, I'm excited for us in the new year. I feel like we're really becoming.
Yes, we are. Becoming.
Yeah, becoming.
By Sarah and Spencer. That's Michelle Obama's book, Becoming?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Love you.
Becoming
Yeah.
Michelle Obama by Spencer and Sarah.
Oh no. Oh God. I hope she's doing really well.
Me too.
Yeah. Well, I feel like that's all I really have for this year. I feel like my hopes are high, my expectations are pretty up there, but the pressure is low. I'm just gonna try and enjoy this year.
Yes.
The things I like.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Agreed.
So where do you think we were today?
Oh. I feel like we're at like a bar, so maybe like a basement bar. Just sat there talking, chit-chatting.
I vibe with that. I love that. Also, did you hear they closed down Miss Kitty's in our hometown?
No.
There's a different bar in there now. For anyone who doesn't know Out of College Actor podcast lore, Sarah and I recorded our first like brainstorm session. We took like a microphone to this bar called Miss Kitty's and just like talked about the podcast. It was so funny and random. I wonder, is that on the internet somewhere?
Should be, yeah.
Surely it's somewhere, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. Yeah, well, let us know what your goals are for the new year, or what goals you've achieved this past year.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll all achieve the things we want to achieve next year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Yeah. See y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.